It's recording. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to sunny Lithgow on a beautiful autumn day. No, we're spring. We're spring day. God, get it right. So we're just at the one of the two major gun emplacements used during the Second World War to protect Lithgow and, more importantly, its small arms factory, its railway, and its coal mines. So I've got to stop saying haven't I? So we've got 4 gun emplacements here, and this is known as gun emplacement A, and there are 4 guns. So there's a gun across there, another one there, another one over there. I've got to remember, new camera. So I've got to get used to this camera, another one over that way. We'll go for a bit of a walk around. And what we're currently standing in is actually the control centre. So, sorry, you're about to see my glamorous assistant John's legs. And we can go for a walk down here. It's going to get a bit dark, tiny little thin stairways. So this was the control area where, oh, just for light. See, it won't get dark at all. Look at that. Very interesting little place, all concrete, built at, I can't remember the exact year, but it was built during the Second World War, obviously. The trouble is, once they realised that the Japanese weren't going to attack Australia this far south, what they ended up doing is taking the guns out of here and taking them up to New Guinea. And that's our way out. I'll do that in a minute. But yeah, you've got little areas up here. There's another little platform, and then a deep, dark, dingy room down there. So we won't go down there. So we'll go for a walk around one of the guns. It's interesting the way this little gimbal camera works. Sorry about that, people. I'm going to be telling you things that I'm finding as we go. So there's the control area from the outside. Now there's an info sheet here on the predictor and rangefinder, so we'll see if we can get a good shot of that, so that you can have a squiz. And we'll go, which one? We didn't do that gun. We'll go over to one of these other guns and have a look. There are actually also 3 other dummy gun emplacements to try and confuse the enemy, but the other gun emplacement B, which we'll go to later on, is up the top of Scenic Hill. So it's to the east of Lithgow. This one's to the west. So this is one of the guns. Now these guns, the guns, as I said, were removed and sent to New Guinea. So this gun, along with the other 3, there's other 2, there are 3 guns all in total here now, were brought back after the Second World War. And I think they were put in around 2000, something like that. I was reading the history last night. You'd think I'd take notes, wouldn't you? So obviously the guns that were set up here originally were mounted to the floor or to the ground on those dirty great bolts, because there's a number of them all around, and they're in each of them, whereas these are obviously more mobile versions, although I can assure you I don't think that'd be mobile in a hurry. You've got storage area for shells. Now we can't work out what these brick sections were here, because when you look down in there, there's nothing down there really, and there's no real entrance to it, unless there is around the side there. Oh, there might be from outside. That one does look like it's got, could be through there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But the others don't. So they've each got these brick oh, I just went through a spider web. Fortunately, spiders don't worry me. Another one of these brick enclosures, but yeah, they're sort of, oh yeah, again it's got a little walkway, so maybe they are accessible from outside. Not sure. This little bit over there. We'll go for an explore in a minute. Have a walk around. So the others are all the same. Oh yeah, yes, you can tell they're mobile. I just realised there are the wheels. There's the wheels for it. But still, I believe what the gun is the correct gun that was here originally. Just as I said, it wouldn't have been a mobile version. Okay, we'll have a walk around and see if there are entrances to these things. No, they're not. It goes around the outside. Oh yeah. So this is where it joins up. So unless it's some sort of blast wall, an outer blast wall, and then they put an inner one in as well later on, because all the construction is cast cement, but all of a sudden you've got these brick sections inside. So, it's confusing. Yeah, because it certainly goes into them through there, but there's no way in there. So, here's a puzzlement. Here's a puzzlement. Yeah, same here. Oh, you can see better from here because I'm higher. So yeah, you can walk in there and walk out the other end, but there's no entrance into this because it's just solid cast. And of course, this bit here is just where the storage for the shells. So there's no entrance in them. So I'm guessing they are blast walls of some sort, or originally they gave access into this portion down below us, into here, and then they've removed it for some reason with these brick walls. Sorry, this would have been well out of Lithgow at some stage, but of course now, when I pan around, you'll see that it's actually right within a new housing estate, with more going in over there, and up the top, and over behind the guns, and yeah, so, okay. That's a quick look at gun emplacement A. Well, I was going to fly the drone, but we're having a few technical issues with the drone, and it keeps wanting us to go to a control centre which we can't find. So, probably going to head home. We'll try and suss that out, and then we'll go up to gun emplacement B up the top of Scenic Hill. But this is the, have a bit of a wander around the front of the control centre. So I believe this was all connected, obviously enough, by coaxial cable and telephone systems. Probably the best idea is if you Google Lithgow gun emplacements, you can find the information and get a better version than I'm trying to give you at the moment. But yeah, the rabbits are fairly strong around here with burrows and stuff everywhere. In fact, we saw a couple running around as we drove in. So maybe that is a water pipe, John.
Could be.
Yeah, we saw in one of those little rooms in this control centre where we first started, there was a pipe coming up in the middle of the floor. It just terminates, but then it can go through the floor of the level we were standing on. There's a small square hole that's obviously being cast into it from the beginning. So either that, or I think we might have wombats too. That hole's a little bit big for a rabbit. That's perfect wombat size, that one.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's enormous. Some fatso, the fat ass wombat would have been going through that one. That's more bunny shaped, that little one. But that other one's definitely wombat. What I'll do is I'll go over and get some more info, a couple of these other info boards for you. And you can pause the video and have a look. So we've done that one. So I'll go over to this other gun emplacement here, we'll get that one. And then there's a couple more as we came in. God, it's turned out to be a beautiful day. We got an enormous storm last night and it rained until at least 4 o'clock this morning, which is when I got up, and it stopped just after that. And now it's sunny and beautiful. Okay. But the flies. The flies are deadly. So, there we go. Oh, see, this one doesn't have wheels. Huh. And there's how to recognise your Japanese planes, which is a good idea because you don't want to shoot down the Allied ones. So this is the other, but this isn't a mobile. I mean, it is mobile, but it doesn't have dirty great wheels on it. I don't think I'd like to be at the back here when that recoils. Oh, hang on. Got a plate on the side of this. Have a look at that. And then that's a standard warning plate. So this other first one says, this gun was restored by Ordnance Factory Maribyrnong, first year apprentices, October, December 81. Ross Burnside and Frank Ciani. Probably mispronounced some of those. So it's a 3-inch anti-aircraft. Mark II. There you go. That's some detail that you're now going to be able to sleep better knowing. Sorry, John's just looking at where the bit comes, the bangy bit. It's being plugged. Yeah. Have a look in there. Oh yeah, she's plugged. With a lump of wood. I think the first round you put in there could be interesting. First bang might be a bit problematical. Okay, I'll go and get the info boards over here. What a way to spend a Monday morning. Wandering around the Lithgow countryside in a World War II gun emplacement. Yeah, so that one there is the only one that actually has wheels on it because I don't remember seeing them on the first one. Yeah. Whew, flies. Flies. So this little camera is good because the problem I had with the GoPro is when I was doing filming like this, the screen kept going blank after, a minute, 2 minutes, whatever it is. So you've got to keep tapping it. So this is a little DJI, Osmo, can't remember its actual model now, but a nice little camera. But the screen, whilst it is small, at least stays on. So I'm not forever trying to tap the damn thing. Here we go. Very hard to get some of these plates in. I'll give you that. And then this one over here. And then there's two further up, which we didn't come in that end. We came in down the hill. So people needed for the guns. So now, until I actually edit this, I'm not going to see whether you can actually even read those because the screen is tiny. But I can at least see that it's showing them. We'll walk up to these. World War II and Lithgow. He's coming south. The Japanese. There we go. And the Lee Enfield rifle. God, I've shot one of those. In fact, I've shot a few of those. What was here in World War II? There we go. Okay, well we might leave that here until we pick it up again when we go to the gun emplacement B and hopefully have a working drone. See you then. Okay, we've just come up to the gun emplacement or B gun emplacement, and believe me, it is, yes, nowhere near the same condition as the one, why are we looking at the sky? There we go. As the A gun emplacement down in the bottom of Lithgow. So this is to the east and up on top of the ridge of mountains. Here you can't get a good example. There's too many trees around us to sort of show you. I'll try and get a shot when we go back out onto the road. But yes, these gun emplacements, or this gun emplacement is very much derelict. Very much derelict. But see, it's got the same internal brick walls. So they're obviously all put in at some stage. Beautifully graffitied, of course. And these are the mounting spots there for the gun. And lots of it, bits of it have fallen over. We're just in one of the gun emplacements at the moment. Bits of them have been either fallen or been pushed, but I reckon it'd take a bit of effort to push it. So, all broken and yeah. The control centre is just over there through the trees. We'll wander over and have a look at that. Probably roots. Tree roots look like they've taken some of this out. But yeah, the outer walls have pretty much all been collapsed. So I'm looking pretty much due west now. Lithgow's down over that rise there. So we've climbed up Scenic Hill to get up here. So the idea was that they reckoned that if the Japanese were to come in to bomb Lithgow, they'd either come in from the left and fly through the valley, from the east and fly through the valley, or they would come in through the west up into the valley to bomb. So that's why the two genuine gun emplacements are east and west. The fake ones were scattered around the town a little bit more. So we'll go up. There's another gun. There are three, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, one we're in, one in the hill there, and there's one right through the trees over there. We came in, my car's parked just near it actually, but they're all in the same sort of condition. The control centre looks a bit better. I don't know, we'll see. It's the same setup as the other one, so if we can't walk through it, you'll have at least seen it. Yes, we got some big puddles from the rain last night. So I don't think I mentioned, we got 29 millimetres of rain just overnight. So she really came down. I think we got the drone working, so we'll try and fly that over a bit of this. See if we can get some aerial shots. Yeah, heavily graffitied and, old graffiti. 6/12/96, 16/12, sorry. But yeah, there's very little left of it all. It's all just a mess. So, in fact, doesn't even appear. Oh yeah, there's the entrance over there. Yeah. So we'll have a walk through the control, see what we can see, and then pick somewhere where we can safely lift the drone. Had to download, upgrade it all, update all its firmware and everything. I think we got an exhaust pipe somebody's left behind, or a muffler. Do you know what it could be? We were looking at this box structure which is heavily insulated. It might be a small kiln.
Could be.
Gas-fired kiln.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or maybe even a small forge. Yeah, very hot. That's what we're just talking about, this thingy, because it's quite heavily insulated. I'm not going to play with that wool because the chances are it's got some lovely asbestos in it. I mean, I should be dead already. When I was a kid, when you had a gas stove, you had an asbestos mat that you put on the stove if you wanted to really low simmer a pot. You know, so we all used asbestos. God, it was everywhere. Yeah. Okay, so we'll walk through this one. I don't think it's going to be quite as user-friendly. Oh, it's not too bad. Yes, we're keeping a eye out for the old Joe Blakes, the snakes. Oh, you got a duck to get up this one. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear the trucks. Chifley Road is literally just behind the trees, on the other side of those trees there, and that goes you down. So Bell's Line of Road, Chifley Road, takes you down Scenic Hill into Lithgow. So, yeah. Well, we might, I'm not going to go and try and get into the other part of it. The passageway's there, but it looked even cruddier than this passageway. So, my brother summed up the other gun emplacement when he was here Saturday a couple of weeks ago. He said our father, who was a very, very large man, there's no way he would have fitted through any of these. They are very narrow. No, I'm not going in there. Anyway, so I'll leave this video and we'll see about getting the drone up in the air. See ya. Rightio, we've now got the drone up, but this is take number 2 because I flew the drone, flew it beautifully, brought it into land and then realised I hadn't pressed record. So this is the second lot. So I'm now just elevating right up so you can see looking west. That's Lithgow Township down the bottom there, and that's what's it called? Bell's Line of Road, Chifley Road, that then drops down into Lithgow. So we just looked at the control centre and we're just going to quickly, oh yes, I remembered, that's right. We'll have a bit better look at the control centre. So I tend to sort of forget what I'm doing sometimes and look at one of the gun emplacements and me, run us back round, and then I'm going to run over, fly ahead there to the first of the gun emplacements as you come in that's completely ruined. Make sure we miss my car, which, oh yes, no, oh yeah, we missed it, good. Okay, oh, we might have a stop, yes. I'm still not good at flying these drones, I'm sorry. I'll get better, slowly. And we go up a little bit, and up you go, up, up, I said up. Come on, go up. Okay, forward. Oh, there we go. See, I said it to go up. But yeah, as you can see, these ones are completely ruined. There's all the mounting bolts for the guns. There's very little left of these ones. And as you can see, it's all pretty much native bush. And pretty well, that's the end of it. I'm just going to bring it into land. That takes a second or so. So I won't bore you with listening to me. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. See ya.